Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the metals price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the intraday for the gold, silver and palladium to see what happened and what it might happen next. So basically we start for the gold here where we are still in a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 toward the upside impulse. The wave 5 still unfolding for something for higher. The target might still be reaching the 4,600 here. And we might be, of course, in two possibilities. I know that this is not really an easy setup here for the gold somehow, because, of course, not of the complexity, but it is of the two patterns which are very opposite to each other. One is very bullish, one is very bearish. So we have here the problem starts from there, where you might be, of course, in three ways toward the upside. However, you can still count this as also double 1, 2. And this is where it starts, of course, the debate here. Are we in double 1, 2? This is our wave 3, and then 4 and a 5, but we would like to see 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the upside, right? Because currently you just finished a wave 3 here in the potential white scenario, right? So we got kind of like a wave 4 in the gray here, maybe unfinished yet. Of course, internally we're gonna see it, but you still, of course, in a wave 3. So you would like to see 4 and a 5, of course, one more high, to see something, of course, like a bullish. But the problem is that if we finish here 1, 2, 1, 2 and wave 3, 4 and a 5, and you need, of course, one more for 5, of course, therefore, to reach this area here for this wave 5. So basically, I'm still looking here for what it might be the situation in case that this is something still unfolding here for a wave 3 unfinished yet, and a wave 4, of course, internally here as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, wave 3, 4 and a 5, so something like that. And then 4 and a 5 still, of course, unfolding for higher. So we need to update a little bit the price here to understand it much better. So yeah, so this is an impulse right now, wave 3, 4, 5, 4 and a 5. The opposite scenario where you might have finished 3 waves in W, you have a wave X here probably, and then you move for a wave Y, but the wave Y is an impulse right now, so which is to reduce of course, the possibility here and give higher possibility for, of course, the bullish scenario. However, we still have also a possibility in 3 ways up, 3 ways down, an impulse ABC, very normal impulse. So a little bit critical here, but what we would like to see here in our testing area to make sure that we are bullish, well, I prefer to see a broken area. So if we break the area here, then okay, the things might be bullish. It might be, of course, a little bit late here, but well, the setup was not that much easy here to figure it out exactly, because both possibilities were 50-50 right now. Even right now, still have a possibility, of course, to move toward the downside. 40% still available as possibility. It's not so far. Yeah, so yeah, so the things are still, of course, shaky here. We'll see what's going to happen with the gold. For the silver as well, we are looking here for the silver also at a potential wave Y, in a wave B, in a C. But what is nicer here in the silver is that we got the 886. So that is very nice. It looks like you're gonna take the high. So basically, it's a little bit also weird for me, because of course, in case that this is a 3 waves here, so I'm not sure if we have to count it somehow like 1, 2 ABC, wave 2 here expanding flat therefore. But even this wave 1 internally, well, yeah, it looks like 3 waves up, so very complicated as well. But well, since we took the 886, that means, of course, very likely to take the high sooner or later. But still, of course, a little bit doubtful because of this pattern here, 3 waves, unless we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But of course, this doesn't look like an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a very clear 3 waves, so very weird. I would say W, X, and a Y. Now, if this is gonna be the case scenario, well, probably even can be something like a regular flat still, because wave B can a regular flat, taking the 886, opening for a wave C, and then moving for higher again. So if this is the case, that will be also a trap here, because if we take the 886 and it doesn't take the high, so we gotta be careful from the regular flat. Normally, this is what it does. So we gotta be careful, unless of course we're gonna continue toward the upside here. In case we are really bullish, well, I have no other option despite the three waves looking here. Then I would take a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I don't have any other option. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna be the case there. But basically, I would say this is what it might happen. Probably, of course, because of the 886, unless, of course, the wave C is going to unfold as regular flat. That will be a huge trap here for the metals if this happens. Now, the gold is still, of course, understandable if it moved down, and it might lead all the metals with it, of course, the silver and the other one like the palladium and the silver. But yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. For the palladium here, palladium also has has invalidated the triangle here, or let me check, A, B, C, D, and E. Yes, we got invalidation. Yes, so the wave E went very high here. Yeah, it took the high. So this is invalidation of the triangle here, and that means, of course, it's not. It is probably can be a wave B still unfolding for something higher. Very complex right now. It becomes like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this is kind of like if we have kind of like a triangle here, it cannot be anymore. Yeah, so that's very complex. I would say then we have to give this potential A, B, and a C as an expanding flat. There is no other possibility rather than this. We have three ways up, three ways down, and then we have another zigzag wave 1, wave 2, and then we're looking at a zigzag wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So yeah, this is exactly what's going on here, as of course diagonal unfolding toward the upside, potentially in a wave C. So no triangle anymore because it got invalidated, and we have very likely for palladium A, B, it should be from the A, B, and a C here. For a bigger correction here in the brackets, in the magenta brackets, that it might be an ABC. So here we go. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking for, guys. We'll see. If this is the case, then of course we might reach also here some interesting levels. I would like to test here, therefore, yes, I would like to test this area. Definitely the same area that we are testing for the other ones. So between the 0.618, 0.786, of course, for a potential wave B. Of course, it might be something like diagonal, or it might be a W, X, and a Y. Be careful from the wave Y zigzag. But basically, I think this is an expanding flat, finishing in, of course, wave C, diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Great. So basically, that's it for the metal. I would say, yeah, very likely to get higher prices. The silver is looking strong. Honestly, the palladium not so much. It looks so much, of course, in a corrective. But the gold also is still in our testing area, and I cannot confirm yet that we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, again, because of this structure there, that it might open a possibility for ABC or WX and a Y. Again, for this testing area over there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.